Google is really doubling down on artificial intelligence. After renaming its AI chatbot from Bard to Gemini, it's now adding AI-generated recommendations to Google Maps. The goal? To make finding places simpler and more tailored to you. Plus, Google is pushing the envelope even further by introducing some seriously advanced AI tricks to maps. These updates promise to shake up how we explore the world. So let's dive into what generative AI is all about and get the scoop on the newest Google Maps features. Let's start with the basics. What exactly is generative AI? Generative AI is all about artificial intelligence algorithms that are built to create new stuff like text, images, music, and even code in a way that mimics human creativity. Instead of just following strict rules, these algorithms learn from tons of data, allowing them to come up with fresh content that wasn't explicitly taught to them. Essentially, they can generate original material based on the patterns and knowledge they've gathered. This kind of AI has a ton of uses. It can automate creative tasks like designing artwork or composing music, and it can also help out with decision-making by analyzing data and suggesting options. Take Google Maps, for example. They use what they call large language models to understand and respond to your natural language questions. This means you can ask Maps complex, everyday questions in plain English, and it'll understand and give you useful answers or take action, making your search experience way more natural and easy. Google Maps is already the top choice for most folks when it comes to getting around, snagging over 67% of users in the mapping game. That's more than 1 billion people already on board. Now, with this new generative AI feature in the mix, its popularity might just soar even higher. This nifty addition will step in to help with all sorts of queries, like where to grab a bite or do some shopping. It taps into Google Maps' vast database, sorting through info on over 250 million places and insights from a whopping 300 million contributors to serve up quick suggestions. Google's rolling out this feature first in the good old US of A, but there's no word yet on when the rest of the world will get a taste. This cool new feature is all about AI stepping up its game to understand what you're really after and serve up the perfect answer. Whether it's hunting down a cafe with Wi-Fi or sniffing out a park that's pet-friendly, Google Maps is now better than ever at figuring out exactly what you need and suggesting the best options. And we're not just talking basic keyword matching here. This AI is all about understanding the subtleties of what you're asking for. Now, you don't have to stick to typing in keywords. You can chat it up with Maps. Ask stuff like, find me some quirky bookstores in Jersey, or where can I find romantic restaurants nearby with live tunes? And the AI? It gets you. It digs into data from millions of places and reviews to point you towards spots that totally fit your style. But that's not all this AI wizardry does. It's also on the case for making your search results super personalized. It takes your preferences and habits into account, sorts through reviews, and even gives you the lowdown on local spots, all to make sure you're getting the best recommendations possible. So you might be curious about the deal with traditional search versus generative search, right? In a nutshell, traditional search is all about typing in keywords like best pizza Denver, and then Maps gives you the results based on those exact terms. It's pretty straightforward, but it's limited to finding things that match exactly what you typed. Generative search, though, that's a whole different ballgame. Instead of just throwing in keywords, you can ask Maps a question like, where can I find pizza joints with a cool vibe in Denver? And get this, AI gets what you're asking for and takes into account the whole context of your question. It's only natural for Google to flex its AI skills in this arena. After all, the company has been working hard for years to transform its main navigation tool into more of a discovery engine for finding new spots, rather than just a tool for giving directions. So using its generative AI expertise to speed up that shift makes total sense. And when Google talks about how this feature works, it's classic Google. Let's say you're cruising around San Francisco and you're itching to do some vintage shopping. Just fire up Maps and tell it what you're after, like places with cool vintage stuff in San Francisco. The AI brains will dive into Maps' treasure trove of info on local spots, complete with pics, ratings, and reviews from other map users, to hook you up with some solid suggestions. Google is taking a careful approach to roll out this new feature. They're starting off small, teaming up with their local guides community to make sure the integration of generative AI is done right. So at first, only these contributors will get their hands on the generative AI feature in Google Maps. But don't worry, the company plans to open it up to everyone down the road. Now, if you're not familiar, local guides have been around for a while, at least since 2019. They're a bunch of folks who love exploring and sharing their experiences on Google Maps, writing reviews, snapping photos, answering questions, and keeping info accurate and up to date. They're basically the backbone of user-generated content on Google Maps. And here's the cool part. AI is getting in on the action now too. It's sorting through all the stuff local guides share, reviews, pics, tips, and highlighting the most helpful bits for everyone. This not only makes the map more accurate, but also adds a personal touch, helping folks like you and me discover new spots and make smart decisions about where to go and what to check out. So what's in it for you as a user with generative AI in Google Maps? Well, it boils down to a smoother, more enjoyable search journey. Now, you can effortlessly uncover those cozy little joints in your neighborhood or track down those must-have services nearby. But it's not just users who benefit. Local businesses get a boost too. With generative AI, they get a chance to shine brighter in the eyes of potential customers hunting for what they provide. Thanks to this beefed-up search power, businesses can forge deeper connections with their ideal audience, potentially drawing more folks through their doors and giving the local economy a healthy nudge. Some of the opportunities local businesses can expect include increased visibility and discovery. With AI getting a handle on user preferences, businesses could find themselves popping up in targeted recommendations more often, getting their name in front of a broader audience. Engagement with local communities. Thanks to AI-generated challenges and quests for local guides, folks might be inspired to explore and share more about specific areas. This could mean good news for businesses in those spots as they get a chance to be a part of curated best-of lists, showcasing them as hidden gems worth discovering. Enhanced reviews and reputation. Generative AI could give local guides a boost in motivation to dish out quality reviews and photos. Plus, with AI translation and moderation in the mix, their contributions could reach even more eyes. Businesses could also benefit from AI suggestions on how to step up their review game, giving them insight into what aspects customers really value. It's a bit fuzzy how this new feature will stack up against the good old vintage store in New York search in the regular Google Maps search bar. My hunch is instead of just spitting out a list of nearby vintage shops in order of how close they are, the response might feel more like chatting with a buddy. You know, that casual back and forth style we're getting used to with chatbots. But wait, there's more. Google has also rolled out some fresh ways to amp up the immersive experience on maps. Over the past year, Google's been jazzing up maps with visual features like live view search and immersive view for places. Now they're taking it up a notch with immersive view for routes. This nifty feature lets you peek at every part of your journey before you even set out, whether you're driving, walking, or biking. Here's how it works. Immersive View taps into computer smarts and AI magic to blend together billions of street view and aerial snapshots, creating a detailed digital model of the world. So when you're checking out directions, you get a full-on preview of your route. Plus, thanks to AI and data on past traffic patterns, you'll get a heads up on how busy the roads might be at any given time. After all, a peaceful afternoon drive can look a whole lot different once rush hour hits. Google's rolling out the Aerial View API, making it a breeze for developers to add a 3D bird's-eye video of a point of interest right into their apps. This means folks can get a whole lot more visual info about a place all at their fingertips. Google's also giving developers access to the high-res 3D imagery from Google Earth. This means they can tap into this treasure trove of visuals to craft immersive experiences that are totally unique to their brand. No need to start from scratch building a 3D map. Google Maps is also stepping up its game to help you out once you reach your destination. Whether you're emerging from a subway station and need to figure out where you are, or you're exploring a new neighborhood in search of a caffeine fix, Maps has got your back. With Lens in Maps powered by AI and augmented reality, you can quickly get your bearings, whether you're navigating a new city or uncovering local treasures. All you have to do is tap the Lens icon in the search bar and lift your phone. Voila! You'll instantly get info on nearby ATMs, transit stops, eateries, coffee joints, and stores. And that wraps it up for today. What do you think about all these cool updates? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, show some love by hitting that like button and subscribing to our channel. By doing so, you'll stay in the loop about all the awesome stuff we've got coming your way. While you're here, why not check out the suggested video above? Thanks for tuning in.